All right, welcome. And today I want to start our 10-day walkthrough on one of the most amazing platforms I've used over the years, Kajabi. And the reason I want to take you through it is because if you are one of those people like I am that have a passion, whatever that might be, and you would love to, you have a program that will help you and take you from passion to profit online, Kajabi is the program. Now, there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of what we call all-in-one programs out there, such as ClickFunnels, High Level Ticket, I think is one, Kajabi, obviously, Kartra, System.io. The list goes on and on and on. And I can tell you from my experience, I've looked at just about all of them, if not all of them, and either tried them at some point in time or decided, hey, they're just not worth the price point for what they're at. And they're all around the same price. You know, they'll tell you that, oh yeah, but you get more for this, you get more for that. It just depends on what you want to do. So for me, Kajabi has become the one program that isn't just a jack of all trades and a master of none. It's a master at a lot of the things it does. It offers things that a lot of the other programs don't offer, like a coaching program, like a podcast product, obviously your blogging, obviously your courses, obviously a community, which now a lot of them are jumping in on, and they have them also. But I can build my entire environment. I don't need a autoresponder externally. I don't need a program like LipSync to put my podcasts out there. I don't need a blogging platform like WordPress or something like that. I could use those. I can keep, but why if I can do everything within one program like Kajabi, right? So it can do all of my courses, it can do all of my podcasts, it can do all of my blogs, it can be my main website, it can do everything that I need. It can do all my coaching programs, my coaching clients and so forth. It does video, it's got an internal video program. The list goes on and on and on. But today and over the next 10 days, I want to take you just through a walkthrough of Kajabi and what it can do, okay? But before I move on, I want to let you know that if you go to rondeering.com/Kajabi, I am authorized to give you a 30-day free trial. Now, if you go to Kajabi.com, you'll get 14 days, right? But if you go through my link, you will get 30 days, plus I will give you my Kajabi mini course to get you up and running and teach you even more and more detail about what Kajabi is. Now, if you take it past the 30 days and you jump on board and become a member of Kajabi, I will then also give you 2 hours of coaching with me one-on-one to help you answer all of your questions and make sure that you've got things running the way they should. All right. So remember, rondeering.com/Kajabi. So let's just jump into the introduction. This is day one. So what you see on the screen now is my Kajabi back office. Now, the nice thing about Kajabi is when you're an affiliate, you get a main back office, which is where I do all of my work. And then I get a partners back office, where this is where I can do other things, but I can also train through here because I get all of the same benefits here, and I can show it to you without having to modify my own account and so forth, so I can do it here. So if you look at this, it looks a little, blank and so forth because I don't typically create things here unless I'm doing training like we're doing now. So I want to just go through this side menu on the left here and kind of really quickly explain what these areas are. And then over the next 10 days, I'm going to go into detail over a majority of these. Okay. So if we look at this first one, it's a dashboard, and I don't need to go to the dashboard, but the dashboard is just going to give you all of the statistics and everything else. On this dashboard, it's going to talk about the partner program and the affiliate program and all of those and the statistics and who's the leaders and all of that stuff. Okay. So that's not really important on this one, but on your real back office, on your main account, it'll tell you, how much you've made, how many contacts you've got, all of the things that you need at a quick glance to see how your business is running. Okay. So let's just go down to this first one here, products. Okay. So you see you've got 5 options here, all products, courses, coaching, community, and podcasts, right? So if I click on all products, it's going to take me here. And if I have any products, they will show up here, all of them, whether they're courses or coaches or community or whatever, right? Although your podcasts will not show up in that list. Your podcasts are something that is different. If I want to go to just see my courses, I can click here and I can get started by creating a course. And we are going to go into that when we get to that day, okay? The next one is coaching. It'll list all my coaching. It'll list all my communities, access points that I have, access groups that I have. And then if I have a podcast, it'll show me my podcast, and I can then go in there and create episodes for that podcast. And I can have multiple podcasts. And the cool thing about the podcast is once you set it up, once you create that podcast, it automatically, Kajabi will then automatically disperse it out to iTunes and Google Tunes or whatever it's called, and Spotify and so forth. Excuse me. And your RSS feed, and you can put it on your main website so people can, if they're at your main website, they can just click on the podcast link. It'll bring up, a designed podcast page, and you can have them all there. So that's where your products reside, right? And depending on the level that you have, will depend on how many products you can make, right? So the next section here is called sales, right? And under sales, you're going to see these 4 options here. Payments, which is a kind of a dashboard for all your payments. How many transactions, subscription, multi-payments, what's going on, right? Offers, and this is what I love about Kajabi, because in a lot of programs, you create a course and you hardwire the price of that course to it, or that product, right? Whereas Kajabi, the product and the offer are totally separate. So I can have a product, let's say my Kajabi mini course, and I can have one offer that offers it at this price, and then I can have another offer that gives multiple payments, and then I can have another offer that might be free and use it as a bonus for people, or I can have another offer that adds not only a different price, but it may add a bump to it. It may have different products added to it, maybe some coaching and a community. You can create these and design them any way you want, right? And then you can send people to the different offers depending on what you're trying to promote. And so I like the fact that I can have one product and many offers tied to that product, okay? Same with coupons. I can go into coupons, and again, we don't have any coupons, but when we get to that point, we'll go through those and we'll create one. But I can go to my coupons, and I can create coupons, and of course I can make them either forever or within a certain time frame. Black Friday's coming up. I'm filming this the day before Thanksgiving here in the United States. And obviously we all know that, and I think this is worldwide, but I don't know if it is or not, but Black Friday in the United States is the day after, and then Cyber Monday is the following Monday. So I can create coupons for both of those things, and then I can either make them available to all of my products or just certain products for a certain time frame for certain people. I can gift coupons. If someone goes through a course, I can give them a gift coupon because they went through a course. All kinds of cool things you can do with coupons, right? And then under affiliates, you can set up your own affiliate program, right? So I can assign products to affiliates, affiliate commissions to certain products, and then offer that up to my list or other people and so forth. And I can decide how that's going to be paid out and how it's going to work and all of those things. So that's very, very powerful. So that's under sales, okay? If I go under website, here's probably where I spend the majority of my time. Because under website, when you first come to design, it's going to give you the ability to create or decide what template you want to use for the website itself, right? And the website is where you would have your pages of about me, contact us, your store, your library, all of those things, right? So you can choose through a number of different templates, and we'll go through that when we get to that day. But it's really, really great. And you can go out and you can purchase other paid purchase templates or free templates and install them in your Kajabi and use those if you'd like. Right? So, but when I go to pages, now I've got 3 sections up here, and you can see that This first one is all the things for your website. Your home, your store, your about, the blog search, your announcements, whatever goes with a website, right? And to give you kind of a idea of that, I'm going to go over here. This is about rondeering.com. This is actually where you would go, rondeering.com/Kajabi. But if you go to my main website here, you can see the menu items up here, the about, the blog, podcast store, contact, all of that stuff. Well, that's all about what comes in here. And I can add more pages if I want to. So I can have unlimited pages. So I can add a bunch of new website pages that are going to be based on that same template that you chose in the beginning. Okay. And with Kajabi, you can have unlimited pages there. The next thing you have is landing pages. And again, these are standalone pages. You can design these any way you want, any template you want to use, whatever you want to do. They don't necessarily come up based on the template of the website. So you can make them any way you want, right? And you can have unlimited numbers of these. 200 of them if you want, 300 of them if you want. It doesn't matter. You can have an unlimited number. The funnels are a little bit different, and they used to be called pipelines if you were familiar with Kajabi a few years ago, but they're called funnels, and depending on the plan that you have will depend on how many funnels you can have. But when you really think about it, I can make a funnel and use up my funnels, and maybe if I come in at the lowest level and I get 5 funnels or 10 funnels or whatever it is, I'm getting close to using those up. I've got unlimited landing pages, and I'm going to show you how you can put those two together and really never run out of funnels, as you would call them, right? You can create as many funnels as you want with just landing pages. So the next section here is navigation, and under navigation is where you design your menus, right? So you have the default menus here, the main menu, the footer, the member menu, the about and contact menu, and so forth. And you can just add pages to that, right? So I can click on add pages here, add a product, add a page, add a link, whatever I want to do. And then I can create my own custom menus. Right? So I can create a totally custom menu and put anything and everything that I want in there. Right? And this last section under website is called blog. And this is where you would create your blog and start creating your blog content. Right? So it's be just like WordPress or whatever you want. Again, under pages for your website, you would design how the blogs are going to look. So all your blogs are going to be consistent and look the same for each one. And you would design exactly, in this case, what your blog page looks like. So when you go to blog, you look at the blog, you design how this blog page looks like, and then you would also design what the blogs themselves are going to look like and what you want to put in there and so forth. Okay, so that's where you do the blogs. So once you create the blog, then you start creating the content for them. Next is marketing. And under marketing, you can see that you've got an overview of what goes on in marketing. You've got email campaigns. And under email campaigns, you can create either a sequence or a broadcast, right? Which is a one-off that you're sending maybe during Black Friday or Cyber Monday or Christmas time or Thanksgiving. Just an email to send out to everybody to say, hey, here's my free gift to you for being a loyal, follower, or so, whatever you want to do. Sequence is something that you would create a series of emails that light off or get sent at different times. So maybe the first one goes off immediately, then a day later, then 2 days later, then a day later, then 3 days, whatever you want to do on that. And then you attach that to people who opt in, right? The next thing here is funnels. And again, this is where you create your funnels, but then you can go back and modify them under the website side of things. Automations, we'll probably go in depth on this day because it is so very powerful. Creating automations and the way that Kajabi has done them and set them up to be able to create them is phenomenal. It's basically an if-then. If this event takes place, then do this, right? So if somebody opts in, subscribe them here. If somebody opts in, add this tag to them. If somebody purchases, grant them an offer to this product, and so forth and so on, right? Very, very powerful. We'll go through that in detail. Events are very, very powerful because you can set timers based on events. You can do all kinds of things with events, set up events for your webinars and the timing and all of those things that make events very, very powerful in your Kajabi. Forms, this is where kind of the magic of collecting emails happens. So you create a form, and I can go into this default form, and I can look at the settings. I can choose whether it's double opt-in or single opt-in. I can add additional, send custom emails to people. I can give the fields I want, and I can do automations. So I can say, hey, if somebody opts in here, add them, subscribe them to this campaign. And again, we'll go over in detail on those things. The next section is contacts. And again, this is the heart of your business, right? Your contacts. So if you have contacts in here, and when we get to this section, we'll add a contact and I'll show you all the details in it. But here's where you can figure out your list, check your list out. You can use it if you've tagged people exactly how to segment your list and do all of that thing. You can get some insights on what's going on the customers and the contacts, and it's kind of like a dashboard for it. And then you can do these assessments, and we'll talk a little bit about the assessments on one of the days also. Okay. And last but not least in this group is your analytics. And these are very, very important. This is where you can see your net revenue, your subscription metrics, your opt-ins, your page views, all of these things, the number of affiliates you have, the offers that are sold. If you don't track it, you can't correct it, you can't monitor it, you just can't decide where you're going with it, right? So if you're not tracking things, then it'll be very hard to manage your business and make the right tweaks here and there that you need to do, okay? At the bottom here is settings, and that is what we will be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's day will be on settings, and we will go through all of the settings. If you look here, there is a lot of settings that you can do, and then a lot of account settings down here. So that's a quick overview, an introduction into what Kajabi and their back office is. We will start tomorrow on day 2. We're going to go to settings, and then we'll start right up here on day 3 with products and go through those. So over the next 10 days, 9 days now, we're going to go through settings and then all of these different areas. So I encourage you to stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel that we're going to be on. And if you think that you are interested in checking it out, no obligation to you. This is an affiliate link, rondeering.com/Kajabi, but there is no extra cost. You would pay the same if you went to Kajabi.com as you would at rondeering.com/Kajabi. So it's the same exact cost to you, but what they do is if you use my affiliate link, they give me a little bit of that so that I can keep my stuff going, I can keep my YouTube channel going, I can keep creating content for you and training for you. So I would really appreciate it, but I would really appreciate that you would take the time to take that 30 days. I think 14 days is just not enough. 30 days is enough for you to really set to, especially because I'm going to give you my Kajabi mini course, and that'll help you get everything even set up more and give you some ideas. So God bless you. I can't wait to see you on the next one. And day 2, I look forward to seeing you on settings.